get into
Ghost Rider versus Spawn.
The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon.
What's up, YouTube?
My boomstick.
And
the
it's
like
our job
button
to
for
analyze
me.
their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay.
Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson.
Until the day
wow.
Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit to save him, Johnny turned to the only thing that could: chemotherapy.
devil.
Damn.
Oh,
To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto, king of the 8th layer of hell.
only for Crash to actually live up to his name right
Damn.
after.
But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the Spirit of Vengeance.
Okay.
So Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into Hellfire, an undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hog, the 5th scariest Nick Cage performance, the stuntman from hell. He called himself the Daredevil.
Sorry,
Oh, what?
Johnny, that name's taken.
Okay, then how about the Ghost Rider?
Sure, we definitely didn't forget that we named the character the same thing only 5 years earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider
Badass.
was bad news for Earth's sinners and scumbags. He's strong enough to pull down skyscrapers, blow up mountains, and cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole
I ain't gonna lie, that
countries.
nigga look
Don't
loud.
even think about fighting back. He can remake
Turn
his
him
whole
down a
body
little
from
bit.
the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
It's not just
Okay,
his body. His whole arsenal is hellfire.
They got a
Ghosty
game?
can create anything he can think of, from an
What?
infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barbed right out of his mouth.
Damn.
Life goals.
And he can imbue other objects with hellfire, such as his hell cycle.
dope, that's dope.
This badass bike can outpace Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the
What?
universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a
Oh,
weapon
wow.
in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his...
Chill.
His boner, Wiz. Get it?
Badass.
And it doesn't just scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very soul.
This technique would be mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one that burns your soul to smithereens with
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah,
a look.
yeah.
The Penance Stare.
The
Okay.
penance stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others.
Wow.
Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is
real?
reflected back. A biblical punishment.
Okay.
Obliterating your
I
soul.
know that.
It even works on other.
I remember watching the Nicolas Cage movies growing up, and I remember like he looking to people, yeah. But I ain't know it take the shit that you did in the past. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I like that.
Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are windows
Oh,
to the
wow.
soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the penance stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
Well, Johnny can adjust
Wow.
how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
Classic
Okay.
Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength is boundless. He can
I don't
open
know
up
why he
portals
sold his
between
soul,
dimensions,
though. That's
control the
crazy.
elements, penance stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He can
He's
fly.
manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange.
Oh, wow.
Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal
Damn.
and immortal.
Okay.
Hyperbole? think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly Black Ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the greatest entities in existence, it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones.
They got
Bet
another
you wish
one?
you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon, fitting as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
And Galactus's fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell.
Oh,
no
shit.
shot.
As they say though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade.
I ain't gonna lie, when they did these comic books, man, they was creative as hell, bro. But I feel like they made some OP people, OP overpowered people. Like for real, like that's not fair. Like hold on, you cheating? Like
crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
Cause they sure
Now,
as
let's talk
hell
about
won't
Spawn.
find any in his.
what's up with Spawn, bro?
This battle is
I really
Decorated.
don't know too much about Spawn. I remember having a Spawn game on the Nintendo 64. It was a black cartridge. You feel me? I remember this. Simple. But I didn't really, know what he did or nothing. Didn't really understand the comic books. So, I'm about to, we diving in. Make sure you hit the like button for me. I appreciate y'all for chilling if you made it this far in the video. Simple. Let's go.
Assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the 8th Circle of Hell.
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're
One more
just
time?
asking to get monkey's bud.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There, you
Oh, hell
saw
no.
her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus
Damn.
was born the undead warrior from
Damn.
hell itself,
Hell nah.
Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard, and despair.
Spawn would violently defend New York's downtrodden, while slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields,
Whoa.
control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of time, he can fly.
Why he not that popular then if he could do all that? What? Wow.
Nice, so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
Okay.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects.
Oh yeah, he should
He
win.
can even control and absorb.
He should
your
be
soul.
Ghost Rider,
Wiz,
bro.
if he
I ain't
can
gonna lie.
rearrange molecules and
Oh,
crap,
no.
why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malbolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself. Yeah.
Oh, it's petty trolling.
He said
like
he
that
a black
that gets
man.
you thrown
Wait,
into-
wait, what that said? What? Not again. This can't be. I'm a black man. Oh, they crazy. Wow.
Oh, it's petty
they-
trolling
nah,
like
they
that
like-
that gets you thrown in hell.
To be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm. Basically, hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed the
Damn.
sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins, feeling every bit
Okay.
of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Oh, that's
Like
similar then.
Some
Ghost
sort
Rider?
of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got a limited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even
What?
depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a million
What?
sinners, including every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent weapon Hell
Nah,
has
this dude
ever
OP.
created.
I
It
ain't
even
gonna
helps
lie.
Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed to survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own. How do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and
Damn.
activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There we are, good as new. That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even
Damn.
encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malbolgia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd
I ain't
kill
gonna lie, that's
all of
a lot,
humanity.
bro.
Because the reason Malbolgia chose
Bro, there's a lot of information. Oh my god. Same thing with Ghost Rider. I'm learning a lot. You know what I'm saying? I find all this stuff interesting. Simple. I don't really know too much about Ghost Rider besides the movies. And I don't really know too much about Spawn besides the game. Simple. So I'm learning a lot. You feel me? But I'm trying to get into it. Simple. I'm ready to see the fight though.
Al to be his commander
Hit
wasn't
the
that
like
he was
button
some
if you
great
watch.
warrior. It
Make
was
sure you
because
subscribe.
Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to Hell and ripped Malbolgia's head off. With a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality,
What?
Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of hell.
As king, Spawn is literally a part of hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively
He might win.
omnipotent in there,
I ain't
and
gonna lie.
strong enough to challenge
I
other
think
hell lords
Spawn
like
gonna
Mammon
win.
and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the tree of life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
What?
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell,
Nigga.
Al asked to be reborn as a human.
What?
But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
This is
He's
crazy.
a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can instantly brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Though if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Wow. I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying Spawn. Comment down below who y'all think gonna win, Ghost Rider or Spawn. I'm saying Spawn. This nigga did created Earth. This nigga then became God himself. This nigga done meet God and the devil and some more shit. It was a lot of information, but I ain't gonna lie. I think Spawn gonna win. Facts. Let go.
This battle is sponsored by DraftKings
Let
Casino.
go. Hold on. I didn't know they had an ad in there. Hold on. Shampoo. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go, man.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Okay.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
Damn. Okay.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
Oh, he got changed too. Damn.
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
You've earned your damnation.
Oh, he looking at him. Oh, he came back. He came back a giant or something. Okay.
Welcome to hell.
Oh, shit, he brought him to hell. Yeah, that nigga stopped time.
I'll be damned. Yes, you will.
Hey, when he stole Mortal Kombat line, Scorpion. Damn. Come on, Spine. I was rooting for you, bro. I thought you were gonna win. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Damn. Okay. Come on, Spine. How you doing? Okay. Ah, shoot.
Oh, Simmons, your sins are innumerable.
For real?
I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Okay.
Here's the Prince of Lies. Wait, I'm an innocent.
Damn. Oh.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Damn, I knew it. I knew it.
Damn!
Literally. This was a nail-biter of
too
a battle
OP,
that
bro.
pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different.
Okay.
Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than
Damn.
any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stuntman.
Okay.
Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible,
Right.
control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all,
Okay.
remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos couldn't.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The damnation stare, on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable, a massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze
That
of
was a
glory.
good fight, though.
The
It was a
winner
good fight.
is Spawn.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight. I ain't gonna lie. See, that was dope. I like. See, man, come on. I ain't gonna lie. I'm 1-0 right now. I'm gonna watch more fights. Make sure you hit the like button so you don't miss them. I mean, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss them. But hit the like button. You support me. Simple. But I'm gonna watch more fights. I'm 1-0, and I'm gonna keep up with my predictions. So I'm 1-0 right now. Next fight we're gonna see if Kevin can get it right. If you could get it right, comment down below. Did y'all get it right? Let me know. Yeah, this is my little nerd channel, man. We're gonna watch superheroes, anime, whatever in that field. You feel me? But Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I'm learning a lot though. I'm gonna learn a lot on this channel because I always find it oh shit, hold on. I always find it interesting, but you know, I wasn't really, I was kinda raised in the hood, so I mean, just the stuff I was exposed to, like cartoons and stuff, like Justice League, the show that kind of exposed me to superheroes and shit like that. I think my uncle had a comic book collection, but he didn't never let me like near it. I was a kid, so yeah, and then video games and shit like that, and then movies and stuff. But I always find that shit interesting, bro. So I'm gonna learn a lot and really get in tune with different characters and not just like the famous ones and shit like that. Cause Spawn not really popular, but I feel like Ghost Rider a little bit more popular than Spawn, in my opinion. Just off the information that I know. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This was pretty dope, man. Comment down below. Talk to me. Let me know something. Hit the like button for me. And I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Okay? Peace.